Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jhonni Blaze is here. First of all, welcome to the new show.
Thank you. I love it.
This is your first time.
If that mirror missing, it was me. It was me.
Good luck. If you carry that out of here, you can have it.
Who the little person that took the damn mirror? Like, what?
Well, shout out to my guy who actually came up here and made this mirror. He handmade it.
Wow.
Tree unique. And so it's an amazing...
Oh, and he put the glass, and that's the wood.
Yes. Actually, this was the first thing I got in the studio when I first started the show.
Yeah, because you got to look at yourself, honey.
Yeah. Everyone comes in here to use the mirror.
I'm about to use it myself.
That's the point of it. Now, Jhonni Blaze.
Yes.
First of all, congratulations on the song with Neo. It feels like very appropriate for him.
Man, look, everybody was like, it seems appropriate for both of us.
Yeah.
Because it's like I was going through something with my relationship. You know, he goes through his, that's like, bro, like I met him through, Crystal. So that's how I got the record.
Okay.
And we built a friendship. And it's just like, I stay out of people's way, but of course I see things. And I was like, this song is kind of like right for us to drop. Because it's, everybody has those moments where you tell somebody, don't give up on me. I'm not perfect. Please don't give up on me. And when they give up, it's like you can't even try to fight for it. When they're done, they're done. So don't do that. In my case, it was more of my mental was being damaged, and it was putting me in a space of suicidal type of vibe. And so that's what I did. I purposely dropped it on a Mental Awareness Month, which was May. So, and I dedicated it to people, like, be more kind to people, be more gentle, talk to people more kinder, just cherish people.
And let's talk about your situation, because I was watching that play out, because, we know each other.
Man, I did good, because I was trying.
And I would hit you up and be like, are you okay? Because people were very concerned. And so it was a back and forth. And he was saying that he wasn't your ex. And, so since then, and I don't want to bring you back to a bad mental space.
We're in counseling.
Oh, both of you are in counseling together?
No, separate.
Oh, separately. Okay.
And I'm not an angel. He said something to me like about a month ago. He was like, I always apologize and I take accountability, which he does. And he was like, you never just publicly just said sorry, because I'm not an angel. I'm not. And that's why I take the counseling now. Like, it's been 4 months and I've been really getting better, and I never really apologized. So I'm going to just take like these 2 seconds and tell him, like, I'm so sorry for how I treated, because it's not a one-way street.
When you say you're not an angel, what type of things do you do?
I mean, I put him an address out. I've messed up his door. I popped the tire, but I paid it back.
Yeah, but still, she said, but I paid it back.
I'm not going to talk about the other stuff, but it was pretty,
bad.
And we're both not angels, but I feel that, as a team and a person, people, if you say you love people, just don't treat them bad. So I don't want to put that out, especially people look up to me, like a lot of people do, and I never knew that. And now that I do, I don't want to be the person that's one of those scorn women that's teaching people to be terrible to men.
Right.
And they have feelings too, so I never really realized that till he said that. I'm like, you know what, I owe you that. I apologize. But we're both taking counseling separate. And
to still try to stay together? Or
it's more of to communicate better, because I'm signed to him, and he's phenomenal at what he does. He's marketing wise. He's the market. I'm the artist. And we're not angels. Nobody's an angel. Everybody has their downfalls with relationships. It's just, do you want to fix something, or do you want to just leave it in shambles? And with my therapy, if I know that all we have to do is talk to each other correctly, then why not just talk nice to each other?
Did you just start doing therapy, or had you done
4
it
months.
previously? Okay.
4 months. This is like the first. You remember I've been telling you, like, for years, like, I do it and then I stop.
Yeah.
This has been consistent, where it's like 2 to 3 days out the week.
Okay.
And it's like, she doesn't know who I am. She has no idea who I am. She calls me Japel. She's like, Miss Jackson, I just realized that you play 6 instruments. I didn't even know you had records with people I like. And that's what made me feel good, because I don't want somebody that looks at me like, oh, you're Jhonni, so I'm going to, oh, yeah, girl, yeah, that's right, and it's really wrong. No, tell me I'm wrong. Show me what I need to do in the steps. So she taught me this AABB, balance, boundaries, awareness, and accountability.
Okay.
And
balance, boundaries, awareness, and accountability.
Yeah, I think it's BBAA, but I think it's AABB because it sounds better. But And so even with that situation with my ex, I was just like, we have to take accountability, awareness, and it works. It really does.
It's harder too when it's public like that, because
because I forgive automatically. And what's crazy? I didn't go back and forth.
Right. Well, he was saying things.
Yeah, and I just did one video.
Right.
And I was just like, I forgive you. But I felt like that was kind of playing victim too, because I know that I also did things, so I could see where he came from. I'm just a fair person. A lot of people in arguments and situations, we're not honest with each other. We're not. We want to play victim, and women, we do it a lot. I'm not getting on women. It's just we do it.
Right.
And we get away.
Men do it too. Everyone does it.
Yeah, but women, we get away with it
It's
faster.
hard for people to see the other person's point of view.
We don't see like how it affects men. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be one of those girls where it's just like, oh, I could do whatever I want and do terrible things to people.
It's not okay to damage anyone's property. And then, it's not okay to put your hands on a man.
And then back up and be like, I didn't do nothing. That's not cool. I'm too gifted. I'm too talented. And I think even with certain situations with that, like how I responded, it helped a lot. Because as far as people looking at me with music, because they're like, okay, she handled that a little different than what she usually would. So, and it just went away. Like people don't, when I go outside, they just be like, are you genuinely, like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they'll ask me about him. I'm like, there's nothing bad. I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be scorned, bitter,
right,
and weird.
And you've been very honest about the issues and struggles you've been having, with having to take a break from social media, even just for your own mental health.
Yeah, I just got back into I got a little happy weight on me because I was starting to love me even more. And I know for people or fans of mine or people that's just getting used to me, it's like a roller coaster, but it's like, I don't want the roller coaster. I just told somebody like a couple of days ago, I'm like, I'm in my soft era where I cry and it's weird. And I'm like, I don't get mad no more. I actually cry and be like, hey, you hurt my feelings. Hey, I want this. This is what I want to do with my life. And I like it. It's not too bad. My therapist, she was like, you're going to hate it at first, but it's good because you're doing it the right way so people can actually see you and understand. When you're angry and you're irate, is that the word? Like, and just all over the place, nobody can't understand what you're hurting from. They just see an angry person,
right?
Instead of just talking. So I'm like, you know what? Let me work on that. And it's been the best thing. I dropped the record and it wasn't like a backlash. It wasn't like, oh, well, we remember this. It was just straight like, yes.
Okay.
Stay here. Don't go nowhere. And I'm like, okay, cool.
This all sounds very mature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different for me. This soft girl, I don't know how people do it, but it's cool.
I don't know how they do it.
I'm like, I'm a Gemini. Like, I've got 12 people in me. We all got to come together.
And then I definitely wanted to talk to you, though, about the interview that you did with Megan James and what happened after that, right? Because people were saying they did not like how she was speaking to you, how she talked
and they
to you
told
about
me shut up.
taking, a drug test and then, all kinds of things. I don't even want to make you revisit that. But then she said that you actually told her to do those things and that it was your idea and that you were then trying to play victim.
This I don't play victim, and it is what it is. Like, and it's crazy how she did it. So when that video went out with what my ex did, I knew I was going to make it. I never begged her. I mean, I know, and this is no flex or nothing, but I know you. I know a lot of people like Kendra G, like a lot of women that's in the industry. So it wasn't like she was making it seem like I needed this. No, I've known you for 8 years. You have a podcast. I support it. Hey, let me come on your podcast. I asked twice. One was because she couldn't get me on there at the time because somebody already interviewed me on that network. So she wanted to expand it. Wait till you drop the Neo record. So the second time was I updated and was like, hey, what's up? It was only twice. So I don't know how that's begging. I don't beg people. And I
just want to say, before you even continue with that, there is also nothing wrong with when you have a song to promote and things that you're doing to hit people up.
I'm not hitting
to get
up
on the platform.
people every day.
I actually think it's a good idea. And I think it's nice when people can reach out themselves
like,
directly instead
I'm like, hey, Megan, we know each other. Hey, when could she's like,
hit me up directly.
Yes. And she said, I can't do you right now because we need to expand it because you already did an interview. So just hit me up later. It was months later, then it was a second time, and that's how I got an interview. So I don't know how that's hitting you up multiple times. When it was twice and I felt it was genuine. It was my idea to take the drug test because I know she has a great viewing. I wanted to. I brought the drug test. I wanted it. I said, you can test me on here because it offended me and it hurt me that this video was going around and people really think I'm on drugs. I smoke. I don't even drink. Like, I go to sleep if I drink wine. I've said this many times. So I wanted to clear my name. I did not sit there and tell you, call me a crackhead.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And when I asked her, can you come to the bathroom? If you look and how I looked, I know you for 8 years. So instead of me punching you in your shit, excuse my language, I really wanted to ask you, like, come here, like, bitch, stop calling me a crackhead. You can say anything else. Like, she didn't want to go to the bathroom. She was staying in that character of no, da 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 da. And that's where we went left. Now, you have my phone number. I was on a date and I didn't answer my phone. I didn't even see it. When I went to go and look, she wrote, oh, after you hit me 5,011 times and now you playing victim and stuff like that. I'm like, how am I playing victim? Did you not see me go on live and say I am the one that wanted the drug test? People not trying to hear that part. They know that part. They're worried about you calling me a crackhead, bitch. Like, you called me a crackhead 8 times. I didn't tell you. And then she was trying to show messages. You can't. None of your messages show that I said, hey, call me a crackhead.
Right.
The videos that you have behind the scenes, none of it shows that I said, yes, call me this crackhead, because that's what I want. And then you used it for clickbait. You could have used, I'm Jhonni Blaze. I'm not even trying to do no flex. I'm just confident. It's not cockiness. Anything with me is going viral. That's just how it is. When you make your name, that's what it is. You could have showed me when I shook that cup of pee like this. That alone could have been clickbait. They were like, why does she have piss jar in her hand?
Like, oh
Let
my
me
gosh,
click
she took a
this.
drug.
What the hell? You could have did anything. You chose to put that. Anybody in their right mind, like, you could have picked anything, but you wanted to do that. And then if you really was smart, you was already getting whatever that they were coming at you about. You should have left the interview up because they would have seen that really we're cool. But you just took it too far with that. Nobody's saying that yes, I'm the one that I wanted that, because I don't want nobody out here feeling that they could come at me like that. And I used her platform because I felt like we're cool. So why not do it on your show? You can't get mad at me. I'm in the comments saying, y'all, it's okay. This is my friend. It's cool. Like, we're associate friends. Like, that's what I call it. Like, somebody that when you see them, if I see you out at an event, I'm going to speak to you. But you were wrong for calling me that. And then when I try to take...
So you never said, like you said, you never said
I never said, hey,
oh,
by the way, call me a crackhead.
You thought it would go viral if she...
No, the drug test will go viral.
Right,
who goes and asks somebody for a drug test on a podcast? Like, and then everybody, the viewing of the video of the incident with my ex, it did 50 million views. So of course I'm like, well, this is my first podcast. Yes, I want to take this test. I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, call me a crackhead. And that's what frustrated her. And they was like, where's the video where she said that she couldn't do it?
Right.
Because there's no video. Why would I do that?
Okay, so the only issue you had was with that. Are you guys, so since then...
She blocked me. I couldn't even text back and be like, she went on social media and start talking crazy. I was like, let's be for real. I'm not none of them goddamn girls on baddies. Like, I'm not 100 pounds soaking wet, baby. I really do this. If I want to rock your shit, I would have rocked your shit. But now that I'm going viral, I would have rocked your shit, went viral, been in jail, because I ain't got no more chances. Or I could have just sat there because I was trying to tell you to go to the bathroom so I could talk to you.
Plus, you're in your soft girl era.
And I'm in my soft girl, so it's like, I'd rather just sit back and not do anything. And I'm glad I did that, because even though it went viral, like, I don't want people to look at me like I'm just a goddamn liability. I'm not.
Plus, you're doing this music thing.
Like, I'm on some other shit.
And by the way, like, anytime somebody mentions your name, people be like, she can sing.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be, but really she fights, but she's crazy.
But you don't want that.
I don't want that. And when I'm already in this space where people are slowly, I was just telling my friend, I was like, I just met, Shinsea outside, meeting all women in general. I never could meet women because they were so, like, I don't know what she's capable of. I don't even. Now it's more of the opposite. It's like, hey, it's your aura, it's your energy that feeds all. You're gonna know that somebody has like something different about them. It's the way you talk. I know the way I talk, the way I move, the way when I get mad, I'm like, hey, I'm a little upset. I don't even want to talk right now. Old me, I'm going to jail. Like, I don't want that. Who wants that when you got all this talent?
And you've been through so many
things.
I'm
tired.
I just feel like even for the music that you do,
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't do what the rappers do.
Grown up hip hop,
R&B can't be. We not the aggressors. We are the
Well,
sweethearts.
some of them are.
Man, I ain't one of them. I'm soft, damn it. And I want to stay that way.
Now, what about you and Macy Gray? What's your relationship like?
Oh
now?
my
'Cause
God,
you worked
that
with her
Virgo.
for so long.
So I co-wrote two of the records, and she wrote one for me. We're still, it's like, hey, how you doing? Just checking up. And it's just, I've been building friendships with like artists. Like I just bumped into Miguel, and he was like, he's in his album mode, and after that, and it's just been on go. Everything. I've been working with a lot of people. Method Man, we just did a record.
Okay.
Sada Baby.
Oh, that's my guy.
Man, it was
These are
just
all my
it's just
people,
back
Detroit,
to
Staten Island.
back to back. Derez Deshawn, the Neo record just dropped.
Yes.
I got still one with Fredo Bangs, and I'm just sitting here like it's just piling up. Great. So then we'll be.
So what is the ultimate plan?
The
then?
EP we are looking to do for September, and so right now we're just doing the release so we can, because I took a break after the NLE Chopper and Trina record. I took a break, and I'm like, okay, the first one out, Neo. What's this next one? What do we need to do? I even have something over in like the Elephant Man record I did. So I have Shatta Wale, me and him, and he only did records with two female singers, Beyonce for The Lion King and me.
Okay.
And so I'm just like, these are big records. I just
How
gotta.
So how do you?
Man, if you only
How
knew.
do you coordinate these?
Yo.
Like, how does this happen? Shatta Wale, how did that
Kid
happen?
you
How
not? I don't
I
know.
want to know. How does this happen?
The shots of why it be me in the DMs. I'm not playing with these people. People don't know how to use social media.
Right.
It's marketing. It's you have a verified check. All of my following together is almost 11 million people. My Facebook 2 million. I got 2 pages that's verified. It's 2 million apiece, and it's just like they're gonna see it because it's a blue check. Well, nowadays everybody got one, but they know I got mine out the mud. Like, so I DM them like, "Hey, I'm Jhonni. I play 6 instruments. Show all the videos of the instruments. Hey, I have a YouTube. Hey, I have this SoundCloud. I have an EPK. Here's what I look like. Hey, would you like to do a record with me?" And they're just so overwhelmed because they're like,
She not gonna let.
like, bro, she's singing and playing piano, and I think that's the biggest thing
Right.
that they're stuck on. They're like, but this what? And then it just happens. They're like, yeah, let's go. And I've never had nobody like do like no crazy stuff to me. I don't have any stories like that.
Right.
Like
That's
I think you asked me that before. Like somebody asked, yeah, it was you. You was like, do you have any of these? Like a moment where people do. I'm like, no, I don't have people disrespect me or anything. They really genuinely be wanting to work, and they just be looking at me like this the whole time in the studio. Like, bro, you're really singing them, and it makes me feel good. So that's how it happens. It's DMs. I'm like, hey, I'm Jhonni. Hey, I sing.
Here's Jhonni.
Here's Jhonni. You want to do a record? And it's like, it happens.
I feel like your life is a movie.
Man, I can't wait to do a documentary because my label's been saying it. They're like, we need to just give you like this whole shebang.
Because there's a lot of ups, but there's a lot of downs.
Man, I just be like, Lord, all my little 12 little personalities of Geminis be like, what we doing today? Like, are we on tilt or are we soft girl era? We're all in one now.
Right.
We're all on one accord. And
I know that you've also been working because you've dealt with things publicly like a miscarriage, right? And so I know that's something that is really important to you and near and dear to your heart, because when something happens to you and you can be open about it, then it feels like the next step for you is how can I help other people?
And that's what I do. So I quit OnlyFans completely. I don't know. I really was praying on it. I was
you
like,
were making a lot of money on OnlyFans.
man, I was just like,
I remember when I did a whole thing about it, you sent me your
wasn't
screenshot,
it?
and I was like, well, damn.
Ain't no way in hell. I was like, I wouldn't even say sacrifice. I don't even feel bad. I still had $10,000 in the account, and I shut it down. I don't even know if it really did go to my bank account. I didn't care. I asked my friend, I said, I've been praying on just trying to find something while I'm doing music that makes sense for me as an R&B. She's like, come to TikTok. I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, just jump on TikTok and battle with people and stream. I'm like, ain't no way. $21,000 in a week and a half.
Wow.
Off of battling.
You will get to the money, boy.
I'm going to find that check, boy, like goddamn
You
little
will get to the
type
money.
vibe. You feel me? I'm going to find the bag. And then I put everybody else on it. So I do this class where I show people, and it's more positive. You can't be negative on there. I started off with a prayer, and I speak about that, because I would have to lay down for like 8 weeks to have a baby. Like, I can't move. I just naturally have miscarriages. I checked on it a couple times, but it's just something.
You've had multiple.
And it's not my fault. It's just my body.
Of course it's not your
So it's like I would have to lay. I can't be moving around. But I realized when I opened up about it, it's so many women that's like that. So I was like, you know what? I know how I'm going to do my stream on TikTok. I pray first. We talk about sensitive things, topics, depression, PTSD, anxiety, people that can't have kids, people that's struggling with the same situation I have. And then we get into music. After that, they might not see Boosie on TikTok. They might not see Neo. And I'm in the studio and I'm streaming and I have my own thing. It's like my own little, streaming thing. And it feels much better. Then it also helps a lot with my emotions because TikTok has this strict rule. You cannot curse too much. You can't dog somebody out. You have to be like, hi, I'm Jhonni. Hello. Tap the screen, share the live, positive vibes, and it works. So it puts me in a good space.
The soft girl era.
Yeah, and and it's like, my soft girl era. It's like I'm a singer and I am an influencer, y'all. Hey.
How hard was it to get rid of everything on OnlyFans?
It wasn't. I literally woke up one day and I said, I'm sick of this. And then at the same time I said I'm sick of this is when she was like, come on TikTok. And that first night I did like $800. Right. And I was like, what is this? Like, so I just went to OnlyFans and I just deleted it. And I posted and I said I quit. And everybody was like, oh, this is great. Right. I got the greatest reaction because they're like, we never wanted you over there anyway. We want you to sing, bitch. Like, where's the music? So I was happy about that because it puts me in a space of like the stripping. And I'm not in that space. Right. I'm not in that space at all. I enjoy.
Which, by the way, nothing wrong with women.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong, because I be tooting it and booting it in the music videos. The ass is clapping in this damn thing, and I be singing. But it's different because it's like, look at SZA, look at Summer Walker. Right. Still be showing body, but it feels good to just do what I love. It was just a moment at a time in my life. And I just look and I'm like, yo, I'm so proud of this. Like, this is a vibe. I'm really happy.
And then another thing that I saw you talking about, I think you did No Jumper.
Yes.
And you were saying that you're on medication.
Oh, I'm off. She took me off. The therapist took me completely off.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. That's a positive thing.
The second week, she was like, no, I was like, bitch, you know what you're doing. Because if I get off of these and I start tweaking, I'm coming to whoop your ass. Like, no, but she was just like, you don't need it.
So what was the medication for?
PTSD.
Okay, for PTSD.
Trigger, but that's why she taught me the AABB.
And what made the doctor decide to prescribe
because
that
she
for you?
asks questions and she says, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what triggers you. Be a grown up, pull up your girl panties, like your grown woman panties. And she was like, tell people your trigger buttons, what you don't like. That's why you think you need medication. The medication is not helping you because don't you still spaz? I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's you. Mm-hmm. So she took me off, and I've been off for 4 months.
Okay.
And I'm like, I was like, she knows what she's talking about.
Did you have bad side effects from it?
No. Okay. I've never been like I don't know how to explain. I just never been like, when I knew I wanted to stop doing back then, like drugs, I was like, that's it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to, this is not for me. It's not right. It's not what you do. And she said that alone should tell you, you don't need it. So I trusted her and I'm not on nothing. I'm on diet supplement for my diet. That's about it. And I take an asthma pump. But I don't take the medication. And I understood what you tell people, even with like my ex, when we had our moment of talking, I was like, hey, these are my boundaries. I don't like being called this. I don't like this. And that works for me. That's why I was being so angry. People were not knowing that they're poking at things that they don't even have a clue that it's trigger buttons, because I'm not saying nothing because I don't know my own trigger buttons. So,
are you over him now?
I still love him. 3 years.
Right. But is it over? Like, no going back? Because you was on a date, the other night. You said when Megan called you was on a date, so you couldn't answer the phone. Who are you on a date with?
He was the date.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, cue up song Toxic.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it was. It was my birthday, Angela.
Okay.
The guy that I was talking to was terrible. I was trying to move on for it, and he was just like super. He's like, happy birthday, Jhonni. I'm like, here goes this sucker in me. But I'm glad because I forgive people. I'm just in this space where
So when's the last time y'all have been on a date now? Oh, my God. So, all right, it's back on is what you're saying.
No.
AABB, girl.
He come pick me up. He come pick me up right after this.
Oh, Jhonni, listen, I'm going to tell you right now.
No, okay, so because some people will be like, no, that's crazy, Jhonni. But all jokes aside, no, let me be for real, because I joke a lot. I forgive him, and if I could, because he's a good man, it's our mouths. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. People break up, and then they don't see why they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could fix it, everybody's not perfect. If you could fix it, cool. But I just don't want us to hate each other. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
It's a lot of love there, and it's just, I'm just maybe it's my soft girl era.
Well, if you can learn from things
I
that
just
happened
be
in the past and
forgiving
make sure they don't
people.
happen again.
Yeah, like I really forgive people.
I just was extremely concerned at that
Yeah,
time.
I was hurt, and that people weren't getting the reaction they thought. They're like, she's not mad, she's not snapping. What? I'm like, I'm in that space. I don't want nobody to know anything but me singing and doing music and doing what I love. And, you know, I'll speak here and there about things, but I'm in my bag. I see so many people being successful, and I'm never a hater. Like, I'm a type, like, if we all in the same genre, we're about to win an award and they win, I'm getting up too and I'm clapping, like, for them. I'm just in this space where I am determined.
You need to do what you need to do for you.
Yeah, I need to get on this music shit. Like, I got too much going on and people watching me, and I just, you know.
Are you going back to TV anytime soon?
I do movies now. I just did something with Clifton Powell, and I did another one called Send the Movie. I just don't say nothing. I don't know why I do that.
All right, so go ahead. Wait, you did something with Clifton Powell.
Yes, it's a Christmas movie. We did it a couple months ago. It was by accident. I walked outside my house, and it was like, Jhonni. I'm like, hey. They're like, filming? Sure. That's how that happened. Then it really happened like that. I walked outside. They was filming at the coffee shop. And they said, you want to be an extra? But the extra turned in. I was somebody family member. I was cool with it. So after that, then we did BET Plus, this movie that's going to BET Plus called Sin. And then there's another one called Botch that's going to Tubi. So you never know that I did the P-Valley recently. And I'm just like,
wow, okay.
I was on P-Valley season 2, episode 6.
That's you. Okay.
So I did that. So,
Right.
But I'm still auditioning for things, and I'm just speaking into existence. I'm just in my bag. I ain't trying to. I don't have a plan B. Because if you have a plan B, like I told my friend, then you didn't believe in A in the first place.
And I think in general, people tend to take to you when they meet you.
Yeah, I. You know what? God damn it, I think so too, Angela. You know, and I'm going to big my damn self up. I'm pretty cool. I'm a catch. I'm a catch, bitch.
And one thing about you is you're going to get to your bag.
I'm going to get to it.
You're going to figure out ways to get that passive
Sell
income
your ass
in.
goddamn Vicks on your chest and say I handmade it.
All right. So again, September, is that when?
September. We're looking for September.
EP?
We're going to just keep dropping singles here so I could build back the momentum and just build my mental too as well with my therapist. She's so dope. I love you, Dr. Lee. You're the shit, man.
Well, shout out to Dr. Lee.
No, for real. Like, she's, oh man, amazing.
All right. Well, Jhonni Blaze, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
And shout out to Angela. This look dope. I'm taking that mirror.
And, if you can, like I said, if you can carry that on your back, then you can take it.
Take that with me. Yeah.
She didn't even come here just like this.
I came here for the snacks. No.
Jhonni Blaze, thank you so much. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.